Hello and welcome to my backyard. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you're here, I'm assuming that you are a Pat McGrath fan or you're interested in Pat McGrath and want to know what's the best one to get. And I'll tell you, they're all good for the most part. They're great. The sparkles are insane. But I will certainly give you my top 10. And I believe these are all still available for purchase except for one. And I'll let you know what that is when we get there. All right, let's get started. All right, so in 10th place is RISQUÉ Rose. And this was from a holiday collection, the Celestial Divinity Luxe Quads that came out in, I think it was December of 2020. I don't know where the time's gone. Anyway, this one looks like that. And honestly, this one's in there because of this shade, Lavendering. It's just amazing and the most special thing, because you've got kind of gray and lavender, and is it silver? Is it purple? I don't know. And there's some gold. It's like a duo multi-chrome. I don't know. It's real pretty. So that's number 10. And in number 9, and honestly, I love all of these. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm not so into these, like this whole lot. And actually there is one that I will tell you about in the end that isn't in my top 10, but I'll mention why. Anyways, yeah, the quality on all of these is good. In fact, it's excellent. I really enjoy these. I find that I have to use a light hand sometimes, and I find that some of the shimmers and glitters do definitely fall on my face, but I like that, so I'm not really concerned about it. But if you don't like a lot of fallout on your face, you might consider there's one that I will show you. Anyways, we'll get there. Okay, so in number 9th place, this is one of the BLITZ Astral Quads from the year before, the 2019 holiday. And I did look on her website and they did look like they were all available as of today. And this one is called the Ritualistic Rose. It looks like this, the packaging. Her packaging is always so pretty. And the quad looks like so. I really, really love this goldish pink color. It's actually what I'm wearing on my inner corners today. I was gonna try to just use one palette and I couldn't do it. I had to have that. I needed it. I needed that sparkly rose gold color in the inner corner today, so I cheated. I cheated a little bit. But that's the fun of this, you know? You can mix and match and her formulas work well together. All right, in 8th place, we have Mothership 7 Divine Rose, and this is Divine Rose 1. And the palette looks like this. And you have this duochrome here, which is gorgeous. This one is good if you want a little bit more toned down look for Pat McGrath. You've got your sparkly shades, you've got your iridescent shades, and with the Mothership palettes, usually, if you're not familiar with Pat McGrath, she does her 6 kind of satins or mattes, and then these special shades are really what makes her stand out, where it's that extra vavoom. That's the best way I know how to describe it. It just really amps it up. Like this guy here is just wet looking. In position number 6, I have Mothership 4 called Decadence. I don't have the special box. This is just one of these, which at first I was a little disappointed, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. Anyways, just so you know, if you buy it on her website, I'm assuming it comes in this kind of box instead of the one with the little ties. It's like printed on the front. Also, I am outside today. It's just so nice, and the lighting was kind of nice, so if you hear yelling or birds or wind, that is just an ambiance feature for you. All right, and then Decadence looks like this. Now this guy, this is the one that I would suggest if you don't want that glitter fallout. If you really want to try Pat McGrath but you're afraid of glitter fallout, this guy's awesome. Just really metallic shades. Here, we'll just swatch a couple. You can see. They're just very strong pigmented metallic shades. And I find it a little bit intimidating, honestly. I love the colors though, which is why it's in the position that it is. I do find it a bit intimidating just because they are all metallic. So it's probably gonna end up being a very bold look unless you use one of the copper shades, just a one and done kind of thing. One shade on the lid, but if you're going for color, it's a good one to go for. And if you're not afraid, which, oh, also I wanted to mention this one. The rest of them I don't notice this at all, but this one has like it almost smells like cake, vanilla or something. I'm a bit sensitive. I'm very sensitive to smell, and this doesn't bother me so much because it's on my eyes. But if you are sensitive to smells, that's something to keep in mind and consider as well. But Decadence in number 6, solid choice. In position number 5 is Mothership 6 Midnight Sun. And this one looks like this. I don't know if you saw that glitter, and they're not pressed glitters. I want to make sure that I'm clear about that. They're not pressed glitters. They're just very sparkly shadows. These special shades are a bit flaky, I guess. And like I said, you will have fallout, but they're gorgeous. This is probably good if you like more warm tones. You've got the, the reds and oranges, the kind of golds in there. And then that pop of purple actually reads a little bit more gray, I would say. It's not like a bright, bold purple. I'll show you. I mean, it's very pretty, but you can see that it's just a little more muted. It's not as bright as I was expecting when I purchased it. I think it is very pretty. Just based on the looks that I get, that's why this is in 5th place. The ones above it, I just kind of like the looks that I get more. But I do really like this palette. It's fine. Everything's okay. Hi, Jay. Yes. Hello. Hello, Fly. Yep. We're outside. Hi, buddy. There's a lot of baby jays around. They're very loud. This sounds more like an adult, but I can't tell. They're very cute. They have little gray heads and they're more poofy. In position number 5, I actually have one that I don't think is available anymore, but I do recommend it if you ever find it, especially it's a little bit less money for the amount of shades that you get. And it does have a couple of, I don't know if they're multi-chromes, they're definitely duochromes, and I'll show you those, but this is the Celestial Divinity Mothership Mega, and instead of 10 pans you get 18 pans. And I just, if you want to play with color, this one's amazing. Like I said, I'm not sure if you can get this, so maybe it's a little cruel of me to mention it, but there are some really pretty guys in here. I'm gonna try to show you some of those duochromes. Oof. So you can see there's just so much dimension to those and shifty. I mean, compared to an indie multichrome, these are not as wow, but they're pretty wow, especially for a bigger brand. McGrath definitely has some very unique colors. So that was number 5. And now here's where we get into just my favorites. Like these are the ones I'm gonna reach for on a regular basis, the ones that are the most special to me. Just every time I use them, I love how it turns out. And oh man, at this point it's really hard to rank them, to be honest. I think second, third, and fourth place is tough. Okay, but I'm gonna go with the one that I'm wearing today, actually, in 4th place. And this is the Mothership 8 Divine Rose 2. And this one, it looks like this. Now, the cool thing about this is that it does, out of the Mothership palettes, have the most multi-chrome, if you will. It's the most pronounced, and I thought she did a really good job with this. I think the lighting might be good enough that you can see the green, gold, fuchsia. What else is in there? Green, gold, fuchsia. Yeah, there's definitely 3 colors in there.
Hey Jake, it's Chris, just calling you back. Hope you're doing well.
That was a neighbor. I hope Chris is doing well. That guy will find out. Anyways, so this guy, I feel like every time I use it, and this is probably why it's in 4th place out of these 4 that are all amazing, is it always turns out kind of super extra. I usually feel the need to put like winged liner, sometimes a wig, and I'm not a winged liner girl for various reasons. I'll probably do a video on that. All right, so that was number 4, the Divine Rose 2. And now in 3rd place, and this was actually the first one that I bought. This was the one that spoke to me the most. This is probably the most cool toned Mothership that she has. This is the Mothership 1 Subliminal. And definitely the standout shade in this guy is that crazy blue shade. But maybe you can also see the these 4 on this side, they're almost kind of duochrome. Those other 3. In fact, I'm just gonna swatch all 4 of those for you. I guess the gold isn't a duochrome, but that kind of purpley pink, and then the white with pink and blue. All right, but you can see, got that bold blue, and then I hope you can see the shift on this. For the pink and the white shades. And then that gold is just boom. Kind of smacks you in the face in a good way, right? No, that's never good. Let's rephrase that. It kind of blinds you. No, that's not good either. That gold, it makes you say, wow. Okay, Magpie, put it away. So like I said, I do like I like that this is a cool tone palette, and I love these duochromes. This blue it's an amazing blue. Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty. It just looks pretty. I just like looking at it. So that's in third place. So this next one, I think is in second place instead of third, because I was so shocked at how much I liked it. I wasn't actually that interested in this one at first. Once I started collecting, I couldn't stop, and I think this one maybe went on sale. But this is the Mothership 2 Sublime palette. This packaging really is very luxe. And I will say, you know, these are heavy. It's like a gold brick. The inside of this one looks like this. And actually, there are some duochromes in this one too. This gold to pink and the white to pink, and then this green is just stunning. So these special shades are also pretty chunky on this one. The green is probably the least chunky, but I'm gonna show you. They shift so much, and I wasn't expecting that. And I don't know, when I first saw it, I just thought it was kind of boring. And it's not. This is not boring. And it looks really classic and classy on. I think it's maybe, except for this next one, the #1 spot, I think this is maybe the easiest one to get a sort of more classic neutral look, because you've got sort of cool and warm tones, and then you've got these pops of color, but they're not even crazy. Even the green is not a crazy bright green. Does that make sense? I don't know, it's a little more muted, but anyways, stunner. This one is absolutely, I highly recommend this guy. All right. Okay, so before I get into my #1 Pat McGrath palette, I wanted to show you a couple things about a couple palettes. I want to call this an honorable mention just because I feel like it's not a palette that I think I would ever use on its own. Maybe I say that, but it might be kind of a fun challenge. But this is the BLITZ Astral Quad in Nocturnal Nirvana from the 2019 holiday collection. And these shades are so colorful and so sparkly. And I just, if you want that kind of rainbow, colorful, really special, they're just really bold. So basically, I just wanted to mention this one because if you do just want a Pat McGrath pop of color, special shades, you're gonna get that with this. That really cool, sparkly formula, bold pigment. It's just very pretty. So that's the Nocturnal Nirvana. And then, so conversely, I don't know why this palette and I don't get along. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's really pretty, but this is the Mothership 3 Subversive palette. And I mean, it's stunning. It almost gives me this like kind of 80s vibe, and you can just do dark and bold. But for some reason, I can't, look at how pretty that is. I mean, it's absolutely stunning here. Hopefully I'm not blinding you with that mirror. I love this. I think it's so pretty. Everything about it is just stunning, but I can't, for the life of me, can't even decide which ones I want to swatch for you. Okay, we're just gonna have to do 5 fingers here. This is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous, but I love, 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 love these colors, but for some reason, I have such a hard time getting a look to work out with this one, and I don't know why. I think it could just be that I am not, I'm not a makeup artist. I am a makeup lover and collector. You know, I'd love to play with it. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. These colors are beautiful. I love looking at it. I'm just gonna show you again. But I don't know. I just can't get this to work for me. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't think it's the palette though. I think it's me. So if you like these colors and you like that bold, dark, I guess it's a very colorful palette. I say go for it. It's just not, it's not my favorite. But I'm glad I have it. I don't know. I probably go into this, you know, for like a shade. But getting them all to work together, I don't know. I just can't do it. Yet. Maybe I should say I can't do it yet. I should just practice. I'll get back to you on how that goes. In first place, this is my favorite palette from her. This is the Mothership 5 Bronze Seduction. I just find that every time I use this palette, the look is amazing. I feel like I cannot mess it up. Nothing I can do will make this not look good. It just always looks good. It's so easy to use, and I think that's why it's in the top spot for me. This is what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, this one just holding it, it just feels like pure magic. It's like you can't mess this up. I don't know what witchcraft it is, but these sort of, I feel like these browns are very neutral. They look a bit warm, and maybe they are, but you've got this, which is pretty neutral purple in my opinion. This bright red is amazing. You've got the duochromes. This is such a crazy shade. In the pan, it kind of looks whitish yellow. And then swatched, it's like almost got green and pink in it. And it's just shiny. Just bam. Shiny. That is a pretty shade. Anyways, this always looks good. I highly recommend this one. I feel like, I don't know if you saw that glitter again, just kind of go everywhere. Yeah, just, if you only get one and you're thinking about trying it out, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I feel like this one's very easy to use. You can even get a very neutral look with this. These guys here. Got, maybe you could use this as a blush. I don't know if I've ever done that. But yeah, just gorgeous. Very pretty. So that is my top 10 list of Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I'll have lots more top 10s because I like top 10s. I like rating things. I like data and organizing data. So if you're into that kind of thing, I'm your girl. Anyways, have a great day. Thanks for being here. Bye.